I said. Anyway, back to what the fuck I was doing and what I was saying before. If she get too close, I'm gonna beat her ass in with this motherfucking microphone. What's up? Well, we can do that right now. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. And I'm on hold live right now. And I will most definitely, girl, these things are bisexual. I don't care about what the fuck you got to say. None of that. Let's get to the action because I don't have all day. Come on, because I want to be out the precinct and out of booking by this evening. Yeah, you got that. I don't mean shit to me either, sis. So are we gonna do this or no? Because if not, you're interrupting my live. Take your broke bum ass somewhere else. Thank you very much. Right. So where you live at? Where you stay? What you stay in? Is the question. Yes. Because if you out here doing this and your priorities are fucked up and you need to be worrying about other things. Anyway, back to what I was saying, y'all, before I was rudely interrupted by a bunch of nothing. So this past week has been very interesting indeed. I'm in the public library. Got out the house. Almost done renovating it so I can move. Also put enough equity into the fucking house to where now I can be part owner. Look at that. I'm sorry I wasn't raised to be on rent or rent to be stable. Rent to own some shit. That's what we believe in the South. Because renting for your entire life is just slavery. Huh. Other than that, I think I'm pretty content with life. Things are on the fucking up and up. I mean, I can honestly say at this point in time, I no longer give a shit about the world and what's going on in it. Because if it was ever a thought to anybody on this realm, planet, side of whatever fucking veil, however the shit goes, thinking that I was brought here to be somebody's fucking maid and cleanup crew, got me sadly mistaken. I won't dare be spending any of my life energies cleaning up after grown ass kids, especially if I'm not claiming them on my taxes. Period. Like if your issues are not coming with a W-2 or a 1099, I'm not here for it. You can keep it because it's not earning either one of us anything. But anywho, how the fuck y'all been doing? Sure. And for those who've been watching, thank you for listening and just keeping yourself kind of immersed in what's going on in my life on a positive note. I'm very much learning how to leave, the trash where the trash is left. I can't even get upset anymore because the sad shit is like I got my birth certificate. I got my mother's death certificate. There's nothing else that I need to prove. I don't understand in 2026 how you can scam and spy and pry into everything else about somebody else's life, but you can't get a birth date right, mother's maiden name correct. Hopefully for the last time. And for those of you watching, like, please pass it on to your friends and family. My mother's name is not Nita. The woman they're talking about, her name wasn't even Nita. That's her nickname. Her name is Yvonne, which would be my grandmother. How is it that they install cameras in the house that I live in my apartment, watching me, one, have sex with nothing but men, and still coming up with this rhetoric about women and kids and all of this shit? That's where it gets hella ridiculous for me. Because never once in my entire fucking life have I had a conversation about any woman's vagina or being in it or wanting to be married to it. I don't even watch it in porn. Oh, just for shits and giggles. So if they're still on the game time, games are now canceled for today. So I said the King England. Done, dead in the water. I don't know how many times, like, I'm not playing this whole position of power shit with anybody. I don't really give a fuck. I know, you know what? I could leave today. As a matter of fact, why the fuck am I still here? Because this shit, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm surrounded by a community of people who think that they're really important to a community of people who don't think of them at all. That is the saddest shit. Other than that, New York has been a very good teaching lesson, blah, blah, blah. I'm over it. I'm over this. I'm not dying anytime soon. They missed the time window for whatever the fuck it is that they were supposed to be doing and commandeering my body, blah, blah, blah. Moving the fuck on. I was making the mistake of giving a fuck too much about trying to, get them to correct the issue that they made, which is that whole list was full of shit from the beginning. One, because my mother was dead in 2013. Why the fuck would anybody think I would be sit up here mourning what? My mother, she's been in the grave. Unless she went back to Maryland and dug her out of the fucking grave and brought her back up here to New York. It wouldn't matter. It doesn't really matter to me. Thank you, bro, for saying that. Thank you for saying that, man. Anywho. So, I want to take my ass back down south. At least the Caucasians there, way more digestible. They're polite. They're decent. White first? Okay, cool. You go with that. And I know I'm not white. Anywho, and to be around my own people. When I mean that, and when I say black people, I mean black people, American, African American people. I find it even funnier that they was just assumed because of skin color that I would be from any type of island. I'm not. And by the looks of the culture and how they treat and just grow their kids, I'm glad that I did not. I'm glad that I had a mother who, dead or alive, still by their ages, accomplished way more. I'm glad that I had a mom who, you know what, told me she loved me every chance she got. Shit, I didn't even like my dad that much. But you know what? I'll appreciate him for even, showing love when he did. So that way I won't be out here looking for validation from any man, period. Not a friend, not a lover, any of that shit. Also, I'm glad that I had a family who accepted me being gay at a very early age. Like, I love that I did not have to censor myself or feel ashamed of myself because of who I was, hide anything. When I told them that I was gay, they gave me a hug and a kiss and said, "Come on, the rest of the food needs to finish cooking. Can we get with it?" It talks about a whole lot of sense of community up here in this melting pot, and it's a whole lot of fucking segregation. And most of these communities don't even know the beginning of the definition of the fucking word. Because every bit of emotion, especially love, is fucking conditional. If it is not attached to something where they feel that can push them further, they either try to play with it or try to completely dismiss it or put it in a place to where, you know what I'm saying, they feel it's unseen and not really noticed. I think that's the trashiest type of fucking culture anybody could fucking have, and then would have the nerve to try to have your head noses up in the fucking air. As if they have the privilege and right over you to say and do whatever the fuck they please in a country that majority here we're not fucking born in. Why am I having an argument with someone who's not even first generation? Why is someone trying to insult me and telling me to go home when I'm already here? Because last time I checked, my birth certificate said born in the United States of America. What home do I need to go to? Last time I checked, District of Columbia is not a state. Also, with that being said, District of Columbia is not a state. But these fucking games that were being played, wouldn't that kind of disqualify DC from even being like up on there because it's the capital of the U.S. That would be somewhat of a contradiction to the game for like the people who were playing it and didn't live in DC. I would think. But then again, they don't think of it. In all honesty, I'm kind of rather disgusted about what I've experienced most of the times here in New York. Um, it seems like this unnecessary need to like try to be in competition with each other, and that shit's not necessary. I've never once felt that I need to compete with any other man on this planet. I stay in my own fucking lane and I mind my business. And also, you know what? I want to thank the community of the South for also the men of the South for help shaping me into a man, even a gay man who is not about the gossiping, who knows how to mind his business, who's ambitious, determined, resilient, educated, respectful. That also ties into my mom raising me correctly, I feel. To have proof and tact about yourself. Don't really worry about how the fuck everybody feels and thinks of you because that's not your business either. Stay in your lane, worry about you, and God got you. So I mean, that's just where I'm at with that. As far as these, I don't know, whatever the fuck they feel like they are. I'm okay with knowing that every day I'm going to elevate and piss somebody off because I'm winning. I'm not going to get a sick satisfaction off of it, but most definitely I am going to take it with fucking pride that this entire fucking world took everything from me and still I'm shitting on a lot of people. If that ain't God working, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Wow, I don't know why that actually just brought a lot of joy to me. I mean, saying it out loud for real for the first time. I don't know. Others may feel like they have won, but I felt like I've won in the end. I got legit DNA tests done to prove that I got privilege by blood, not by right. I got birth certificates, death certificates that contradict all of the bullshit that people are walking through the streets talking. At the same time, I'm gonna go ahead and let them talk that incorrect bullshit. First of all, I think it's rather fucking ignorant that you would be sitting up there trying to tell somebody about their life and their family. Second, most of these motherfuckers should be glad that you know what they live where they live because anywhere else in the world, most would already been dead, and it wouldn't have to be because of any game or test, and there would have been no resetting on that shit. Period. I kind of, you know what? I miss my friends like that, like real. Like, oh, here we go. Here is there's another person of color, right? So they say the South is so segregated and there's such a divide, and people of color don't fucking stick together up here. They will throw each other under the fucking bus the chance that they get. And it's sad that my whole 4 years here, the only places I can relate to is Harlem and anywhere that the Caucasians do. To be honest, because everybody else, it's giving trash. It's giving no sense of community. It's giving you want to be the baddest bitch in the living room at Thanksgiving with the people of color when everybody's in the dining room doing prayer and you still in there fixing your hair in the mirror like somebody give a shit. I'm all for people having confidence and all that shit, but to be raised with this false sense of confidence and entitlement, as if like you come from better and you don't. And like I was just talking about, people of color, instead of minding their fucking business, I'm over here podcasting, elevating, having a career, started an LLC. If you're not owning a business, if you don't own a home, you don't own a car, I'm not really bothered about what the fuck you got to say. I'm gonna start saying it. By DNA, I'm better than that. And it's sad that I even gotta fucking say that to people of color. Now it burns me to my fucking stomach that now I have to proudly and boldly say, you know what? Just so you can understand where the fuck you are in life and know that I went out, worked for mine, endured, struggled, cried, laughed, and all of that. And at the end of it, where you thought I was going to be shitty and left out, here it is. I'm elevating, being unbothered, bringing home bags every day, got money in my account because I had my own. And I love the fact that I can say I needed nothing from not one fucking Jew at all. Never in my life before I came to New York did I have to depend on them. While I'm here, I have not. And when I leave, I certainly will not. It feels good to know that I don't have to respond to anybody but myself. I'm not owned or ruled by anybody but myself. The beautiful thing about self sacrifice is you don't have to give up your fucking soul for it. So here it is for the ones who like whispering in the shadows and you're whispering on a constant and you don't hear me whisper back. It's because I don't have to. So being King O Kings, and this time, for the first time in life, choosing myself, beautiful thing. However, that is what the fucking world never seen coming. I made the decision to choose myself. So no, I'm not heartbroken. I'm not definitely not strung out. Oh gosh. If anything, before we get on the whole method, crack, please. I would never. I mean, the whole meth thing. At least that comes with some type of health benefits in the sense of losing weight and trimming down if you want to. Other than that, it's like Adderall for me now. It does nothing but make me focus, compartmentalize all day long. When I was an alcoholic, I would definitely tell you that has been my downfall so far in life, where I hit rock bottom. Oh my God, please. The ones who definitely are gone off of it. I mean, I pray for them, and I don't know what happened in their lives, and I'm sorry that whatever happened to them. Um, but I'm upset with them for not being strong enough to want to fight back against it and gain your life back. Hopefully, out of all of this, it has set a good example that you know what you are capable of coming back from anything, no matter what society says, how your family feels about you, and if your friends betray you, you're capable of turning shit around. Because the only person that ever needs to believe in you is you. There's no parent, no sibling, no family member, no friend, no institution, no book, no word that will put the belief that you need in you like you. And your top five of best friends, you should be in the top five of that. Shit, the top two, really. Because you spend the most time with yourself, by yourself, for yourself, in yourself. And that's just that. But yeah, this is going to be a short video. I just wanted to record something. I know it's been a week or two since I posted anything. Excuse me. I'll try to edit that out. But I'm not even. I'm not even angry. I'm not mad or any of that, in which they want me most of the masses want me to be, which is never going to happen because now it's they they have allowed their ignorance, greed, corruptiveness, oh, manipulative, shitty actions, push them to a point where it's more like I pity, if anything. Please don't come over here with your loud conversations while I'm recording, bro. That's all I'm gonna ask. Thank you. So yeah, um, now it's just like pity because it has grown to a point where like do they even see the circumference of just ignorance that they're living in? Like, how thick is it, and how far in front of them is it? Like on most days at this point, like these motherfuckers, how are you walking around in fucking Skechers and I have on Uggs? Where's the comparison? You are walking around in Old Navy, and here I am. The lowest I'm going is H&M. I don't understand how many people got to compete where there was never a place for them to compare. I played stupid for way too long for too many people. However, I'm highly intelligent and know how to, as an adult, be accountable and clean up my own shit. So instead of giving them angry black man, in which they grown accustomed to initially, because I wasn't too much aware of what the fuck was going on. Now I'm very much going to give you class, posh, coof, tact, and a little bit of SAT, just in case you need it. And it's okay if you don't know how to spell out the word, you can go letter by letter. SAT. Or short for standardized equivalency test. Oh, he's back. That is that too is what triggers me. Please, if you're gonna be doing the shit talking, just get your information correct, and don't be talking about fucking vagina. I just can't. I'm not gonna stress that enough. I'm a whole gay man. Yes, I may be masculine. That's cool. I like to build shit, all of that. But I'm not into no fucking vagina. Women are beautiful creatures all day long. I love them as friends. But we are not. If we're sleeping in the bed together, it's because we are having a sleepover and had too much to drink and passed out. Clothes on. Fuck that. Legit. I've told many a female that come into my life, "Ooh, sweetheart, let me stop you right here before you get too far." That is not the ship that I'm sailing because I'm trying to be on the yacht, love. In some cases, probably with your husband. I mean, we can relate on certain things, but as far as a full relation, sorry, sweetheart, I can't. But yeah, anyhow, moving on. So, starting a business. So, starting a business. This is going to be a fun little ride. It's our Sean LLC. That's spelled characters, not you know, it's the regular, schmegular, degular American way. It's going to be based. Well, it's going to be an umbrella of things, but mainly catering and community outreach. Because why not take my fucking experience and do something with it? Like help other people, and within that, creating a whole career instead of wasting my days stealing, scamming, and taking from others who have worked hard for what they have versus those who are working hard to take what others have. definitely was raised on the ideal. If you had enough energy to put into doing something wicked or bad, then you definitely had the time and energy to create something positive with that same fucking energy. Choices. So if you said yes to a decision or an action, you should be okay with that. There should be no one else you feel for blame but yourself, especially as an adult, for your outcomes. Nor is it the responsibility of anybody else to pick up and make up for not only the shit that you're lacking, the possible messes that you could have made in your life, which you're now spilling into others. That about adulthood, I find fucking ridiculous. Because the people who scream the loudest about accountability and being so real have way too many motherfucking skeletons in their closet for them to even keep the door closed. Faker than a fucking $2 bill. Don't even know what the definition of real is like. Can't even be real with themselves, nor look themselves in the fucking mirror. I can honestly say I'm okay with the decisions that I made in life. It got me here. Still alive. Still breathing. Still eating them. But still fucking experiencing life. Not just fucking existing. Different. And also, I think it's the fact that, I know how to like mind my fucking business and stay in my lane because everybody's in their own. I was never raised, nor do I go through life worrying about what the next person is doing, what they have, and what I don't got. Because one, you can't miss what you never had. Two, you should never feel jealous, envious, or a certain type of way about what somebody else got because guess what? It's not yours. And if you're not putting in the effort or energy, time, and depending money to go acquire that shit, then you have no space to then complain, try to downplay, or play in somebody else's face who has taken the time, energy, and or money to go out and get what they wanted or wanted to achieve. Just personal opinion. For me, that makes motherfuckers be looking like the girl who's friends with the girl that sits on the couch all day smoking weed. It's like, sis, did you take the time out and think about like your life? Because she's already bad and she's melted in the couch. But you're the bitch who's you got full lungs, can breathe, you're able to walk, open doors, get on with life, and you're sitting here watching the bitch who can't do shit. Do shit. But then those will be the same people who turn around and then call themselves telling you about you and your life and giving unsolicited fucking opinions with the expectation of thinking that somebody genuinely has to give a fuck about what you're telling them. I didn't start podcasting because I'm saying, I was looking for an audience or fame or any of that shit. I could give a fuck about that. I'm from DC. I see the president all the goddamn time. Ooh, somebody famous. Wow, cool. All right. You don't call me on my fucking birthday. I haven't seen you at Thanksgiving. I'm not asking anybody to give a fuck about what I got to say. It's for me. You get up in the morning, that's what the fuck you should be doing it for. That's who you should be doing it for, if anybody else, for yourself. Because I damn sure don't get out the bed thinking of worrying about, oh my gosh, the world. What are they going to think? Society? Oh, get the fuck out of here. I could care less about how society feels. that being said, this whole go home shit. My motherfucking address has said Brooklyn for the past 4 years. I live in Flatbush. Where's this home that I'm supposed to be going to? Yeah, I have a hometown. Brooklyn is my home. Or maybe Michelle, maybe did you leave me behind too? Or did you drop me off at the wrong school? I would hope with the age of technology, your gathering of information would have been a tad bit better, but I see not even with 5G. Will the right shit go out? We're still on Wikipedia. Okay. What was that commercial? You shouldn't believe everything you read on the internet. Well, where'd you hear that? The internet. What? So you go to a secondhand person who 9 times out of 10 you barely trust with any of your information and or secrets. Take what they're telling you for solid fucking gold, then ignorantly passing it along and yelling it out in the streets. Where it starts to slay me to the fucking core. Not only is information being yelled out wrong, it's when the the face of offense comes on because I'm not offended by what you're saying. If you were completely right, I would have no problem with being in my feelings. But when you spit out shit that's nowhere closely related to the truth, I'm not gonna pay you no mind. You getting paid dust. I'm gonna turn my back and walk away and laugh at you all the way home. For a second, pity your life because then that means you would be alive and then you still got a whole bunch of dead people around you because you know what? They're not checking you and your stupidity. I'd rather be alone and have my good sense than to be around a bunch of people who aren't eager to learn anything about the world. I thought you got friends because you want to find people with similarities, but however, you get more excited because you're getting to meet people who are teaching you new shit. Never want to surround myself around some yes people, or we completely think the same way, or do everything like the same. No, hell no. It's boring. That's when you start resenting life. Your life is special. Questioning, am I doing more? Am I doing enough? Should I do more? Again, going back to society, like how will this look and reflect to everyone else? Fuck everyone else. Because the truth is, everyone else ain't got their shit together either. Haven't met a person yet who has their shit completely together. And being from the South, we definitely, if your Porsche ain't clean, you damn sure shouldn't be showing up at somebody else's house, uh, complaining and or ready to clean their shit up. Because it seems like you have a lot of work to do in your own dwellings. Nobody should be wasting their time trying to, you know what I'm saying, like scold or belittle, be condescending toward anybody else, especially in this day and age. Because everybody's going through a little bit of something. Nobody has their shit together. Even the richest person right now doesn't have their shit completely together. They can buy something and hold the pieces up for a little bit, but at some point, even that plastic surgery is going to fall off. All right, got that out. So I'm gonna go finish enjoying the day in this weather and finish being fucking unbothered. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna add the clip to the renovation of the fucking house. And for just people in this age group, generation of color, own something. Own something. I went from simple renter to now putting enough equity into the house to where now I can be part owner of it. And I've only been here 4 years. Who's on welfare? He can do better. I hope that's not his date. His face does not match his attitude, and I would be turned off instantly and tell him, that's a negative. Thank you. By the way, I've had men wear six-figure jobs. He's walking around in wrinkled clothes. Poor thing. Somebody get him a steamer. He's talking about me on welfare. He's looking like Goodwill on a terrible day. The homeless dude looks got on a more pressed outfit than he did. He's talking about somebody on welfare. Bitch, please. And he's 2.6 pounds and probably let me stop. I was about to say some real ignorant shit. Fuck it, I'm American. He weighs 2.5 pounds. Takes the biggest dicks probably imaginable. Shit talks, but he looks like his IQ is possibly 25, and he's somewhere on the spectrum. I mean, that was just my observation. I can only call it how I see it. And that's even if I bother to look at it. Well, it's been fun. I know King Sean's got to go check on the Judes. I can tell already they've been running amok and spewing out that toxic BS that they love doing. So I got to go clean that up. Per divine instruction. So, you guys, just lead with love, light, peace, prosperity. And leave the other shit at the door. Damn it, it's like clockwork every time. Slight mention and turn of the head, there they are. Yes, it's me. What's up? Shalom. Oof. I like you know what, the ones in Manhattan, most definitely, I can rock with. They're so polite. They have manners. The children are raised decently. Ooh, it's not even a money thing; it's a moral thing. But then when you go to the synagogue of Satan, what can you expect? All right, I'm out.